Welcome back, guys.
Oh, hey there.
I had to do all my little administrative duties to get this up and going for the
You
pay.
said duties.
I did. All right. Welcome, everybody. This is
And that was one of them.
there we go. Duties. Yeah. Now, duties is the bad word. You just said fucking fuck in the last closing seconds of the episode. And
Are you gonna edit it?
no, God, no, I don't fucking do that shit.
That's way too much work.
Uh,
Do you know how many minutes it'll take me to find that?
I'm funny.
Okay.
We all laughed. I saw you laughing. I saw Tim laughing.
I
I
laughed.
was laughing. I was laughing hard.
You're talking to a couple of drunks right now. Like they've
I
just
know.
been
I'm
talking.
fucking funny, man. What do you want?
Are you though?
You telling me the bar's low?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Dude, it's a Georgia State podcast. Come on, how much do you expect?
That's fine. All right.
No, so I know I say it every week, but I thought that was actually a really good, entertaining episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. But you know, I know you
I don't-
wanted the name of it to be Abundance of Caution, and I had to like force it in there.
Oh, did you even say it? Because I was going to say I have no idea what we're going to call the episode.
No, I did. I said Abundance of Caution, but it was sort of after the fact and sort of forced. And
Yeah.
I just knew that you wanted that to be the name of the episode, so I was like, I need to say it out loud at some point.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to call it. Probably abundance of caution.
A caution of abundance. That's what we
Actually,
call
that
it.
should be. We should just like
Backwards.
change the entire like the entire podcast name. Should be call it an abundance of caution.
That might be fair.
I want to call it backwards. A caution
Backwards?
of abundance. A caution of abundance.
A caution of abundance.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to mock it. Anyway.
Yeah. So Ryan, you're coming to Macon with me on Saturday?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Come on, dude. Be fun. Have a good time.
What time is it? What time is the Georgia kick? Is that a 4? 4,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we would be watching or listening to the Georgia game on the way home.
Yeah.
So you get first half in the car. You get second half at home.
Watch football or watch basketball.
It would not be the first time that we watched a Georgia game in my car on the way home from a Georgia State event.
A Georgia State football game.
True story.
That's
That's why I said event. That's why I said event.
That's different.
Yeah. I figure there's two things. There is the SEC championship, and there's also the Sun Belt Conference championship.
Yeah.
It's
kind of a big day.
But anybody that is going to miss a Georgia State basketball game in Macon to go to watch the Sun Belt championship game, I really don't want them to go with me to Macon anyways.
I'm not as worried about that, but the historic Georgia run, seeing as they haven't won shit since 1980, I'm ready to see it.
If I end up not going to Macon, I'll watch the game, but I would only because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah. Wait, you'll be in Macon. Well, if you don't go to Macon. I see.
Well, welcome to the conversation, Ryan.
Well, I didn't follow, okay? I'm drunk now.
Are you drinking gin?
No, I got beers.
Oh.
But I did get at the grocery store today my simple syrup and lime juice to make gimlets.
Wait,
Nice.
you bought simple syrup?
Yeah.
It's like sugar and water, dude. Just throw it in the
It
fucking
is. But
pot.
he wants the little thing. You can just squirt it in.
That's right. See, Tim gets me.
I know.
You have
I
a s-
get it.
You got a squirter? Just get a little squirter and
I
pour
don't have a squirter. I don't have a squirter.
Oh, now you do.
I need to get a squirter.
Now you have a squirter.
Now I have one. I'll just
Now
take yeah, exactly. This is good. It's good news.
Good squirter. Good
Yeah.
squirter.
Yeah, good squirter.
We should have had a gimlet day at our tailgate.
Maybe. Tim, I like where you're going with. I think we need to have a themed tailgate and then a themed cocktail at every
On the
tailgate.
There we go.
That'd be
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. All right.
So like when we do
Next
burrito
year.
day for the trash down south, it can be margaritas.
No tequila. Nope.
We can give you a mocktail.
It can
I'll
be
drink.
margaritas.
So when we do that, I'll make sure to bring Tecates or Dos Equis or something.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
That works for me. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
theme our cocktails. We should we need to have a like a fancy cocktail for all of our, and somebody needs to take point on that. So I'm not paying for all the liquor.
Oh,
I nominate Norm.
Norm.
No, Norm brings bourbon, a
I know
bottle
he
of bourbon
does.
to every game, so I do not want to stop him from doing that.
I'm
Tim,
kidding.
what do y'all bring?
The TV.
Depends.
What?
That was just last game.
What
Well,
do
Depends.
the
y'all
TV
normally bring?
It just depends. It depends on what the game was. I mean,
monkey
Sounds
bread.
like you bring themed liquor.
monkey bread one game, but yeah, liquor sounds fun.
Ooh,
Themed
what about
cocktail.
what about a rum infused monkey bread?
Why?
Now we're talking. Get drunk when you eat bread.
Yeah, exactly. I need to have alcohol when I eat my carbs.
I like that.
Ryan's already falling asleep.
Brian
We're
does
losing Ryan.
not like that.
We're
Apparently,
losing Ryan. We're losing Ryan quickly.
Look,
You
I
know,
told you I'm
what-
drunk. All right, I'm tired.
One thing that we used to do at all of our Falcons tailgates, which we haven't done in a long time, is we did the maraschino cherries, where you pour out half the juice and you pour in a bottle of Fireball and let it sit overnight, and then you just like munch on the cherries all day long, getting shit faced drunk, and you don't realize how drunk you are until you're pricking out maraschino cherries.
is that what happens?
Did you say
Not to-
pissing out maraschino cherries?
I
Well,
said
that
puking
too.
out. I said puking out, but not to me, just somebody that I was friends with. That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
You.
It
Was
wasn't
you?
me. No, I puke out other things, and actually, my excretion of my hangover tends to go the other direction.
That's good.
So,
I
That's
can't
the right
imagine
direction.
you. Yeah, I can't imagine you puking at all. I don't know.
I was gonna at the tailgate. I believe it was. There was like a famous Jim Brewer skit. Jim Brewer skit, where it was like all the alcohols mixing in your stomach, and it's like a club where they all come in, and then like tequila shows up at the end of the night, and is all like yeah, and then like causes a ruckus, and then the bouncer kicks everybody out, and everybody tries to go out the exit, and the bouncer's like, nope, not that way, the way you came in.
It's kind of true.
yeah,
You
that
should
sounds right.
watch Jim Brewer deliver it. He's a lot better than me.
I don't find Jim Brewer to be a funny comedian.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit.
I should say every bad comedians are known to have good bits. Does not
Right.
make them a good comedian.
I'm not
that you
trying
were
to sell
saying
Jim
he was a
Brewer.
good
It's a good bit.
Yeah. He's a guy that has like the weird like the eyelids that go like around the back of his eye instead of the back of his head.
Very stoned.
Is that what it is?
I think
there's
he's always very high.
Because I think there's I don't know if I'm describing it correctly, but there's some people whose eyelids don't go like up to the top of their brow. They go like behind their eyeball, and they just have like weird eyeballs.
He's got weird eyes, but they just look relaxed all the time.
Am I thinking of the right person? Am I thinking of the
Jim
right
Brewer,
person?
he's super high. He's the one that was in that movie where he's like, "Who's coming with me?"
I mean, you thinking about him or Jim Gaffigan?
Oh, not Jim Gaffigan. He's hot pockets.
Okay.
Hot, right? Is that Jim Gaffigan?
Probably, yeah. I don't think he's that funny, by the way. I don't know.
You don't remember Who's Coming With Me though?
No,
Who's coming with me?
We've all moved on from your boring story.
Or like,
Ryan.
you're cool. You're cool.
No one has ever told Jim Brewer that he's cool.
Yeah, no, lots of people have.
No. More people have told me that I'm cool than have told Jim Brewer he's cool.
That can't be true.
Who's telling you you're cool?
That's what I'm wondering.
What is mentally wrong with those people?
Oof.
I keep my sources confidential.
Damn, David, you were asking for it though. You like tried to milk the compliment, and you knew that you were dealing with Tim and Ryan.
Or am I dealing with Ryan and Tim?
Who cares?
Same thing.
Tim
and Ryan sounds like a couple of dudes that would do like really cool Adult Swim cartoons.
Tim and Eric.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, never mind.
Tim and Eric.
All right, so John Weaver says Half Baked, and it wasn't Jim Brewer. It was that other guy, not Dave Chappelle. If you confuse Jim Brewer and Dave Chappelle, then you are higher than both of those guys.
No. It was I know what he's saying, but Half Baked is the movie Who's Coming With Me. But I could have sworn that was Jim Brewer. He was like quitting his job. and he like rage quits, and then says, "Who's coming with me?" And the girl like raises her hand and is like,
No, it's
I'll
not. No,
go.
it's a Jerry Maguire and Renee Zellweger
No,
and Jerry Maguire.
No.
Sounds
Tom Cruise.
familiar. No?
Tom Cruise and Renee Zellweger and Jerry Maguire. He starts his own sports agency, and he says, "Coming with me." And she says, "Me." And they get in the elevator, and she's like, "Will there be health insurance? Because I have a kid." And he's like, "Yeah, there'll be health insurance."
I mean, it's fine, but it happens again in Half Baked. So and
which
it's
one?
funnier there.
Which one came out first?
I don't care. I don't care. I'm not
Well, I'm trying to
referencing
figure-
one. I'm referencing
I'm
the
trying
other.
to figure out which one was parodying the other.
I don't care.
Jerry Maguire is one of the only Tom Cruise movies that I like.
There's not a lot of good ones.
It's that one, Top Gun, and Days of Thunder.
I'm with
I
you
know
there.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder is fantastic.
That's awesome.
What is it about?
His name is Colt. Oh, wait, sorry. He's a NASCAR racer, and his I know, and you know me. I'm not a NASCAR fan. I mean, not that I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I just don't understand the purpose of driving in circles. But his name is Colt Trickle. What a great NASCAR name, Colt Trickle.
Yeah, I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. I think
no, neither am I, which is why I hate all of his movies other than Top Gun.
Wasn't he in the one where he like played pool really good? Something like that.
The Color of Money, a sequel to actually it's not a bad movie either. A sequel
That's a
to
pretty good one.
Paul Newman's other movie where he played the exact same character that I forget about.
Still, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good movie.
I mean, when you're in that many movies, a couple of them are bound to be good.
That's the thing though, man. As much as I dislike Tom Cruise because he's a freakazoid,
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
He's been mostly in fantastic movies.
But you can be a bad actor in good movies.
I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he's a great job, but I think he's just a weirdo.
He
soiled my Katie Holmes. And that's what really killed me. I was a huge Dawson's Creek fan. Shocker, I know to everybody. And because I was like 10 years older than everybody in the fucking show. But once he and Katie Holmes got together, I was like, you're done to me.
Never again.
You soiled my whatever you call somebody that you
ever watch The League?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When the little boy is eating the ice out of the urinal and he says, "Forever unclean."
I do not like that actor, that comedian, that guy. What's his name? Kroll.
Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll. Yeah, he's Ruxpin in League. And
that show is hilarious.
The show's hilarious. He's my least favorite character, and I hate him as a comedian actor because of that show.
Yeah, So we've been watching Big Mouth in the house, and it's all him basically.
Yeah,
it's hilarious too.
Yeah, the Forever Unclean was a pretty funny bit.
Forever Unclean. We like seriously every now and again, like Izzy does something, and I'm just like, Forever Unclean.
So let's hope she's not licking the urinal cake.
No, that was pretty gross. He was eating the ice out of the urinal.
Ugh. It's like cooler ice, man. Same thing.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone talks about there's like the shitty bars that have the ice in the urinals, whatever. I get so excited when I go to a bar and there's ice in there. It's so much.
You get to melt it.
You get to melt it.
So
yeah.
much, it's like I will literally like melt ice in my sink with
Who
the
gets
hot
upset
water
about that?
for fun. I know, but like it's like a cheap dive bar when they do that.
I love that.
The reason why they do that is because it's drunk guys who can't find the urinal and they like to burn the ice out, so they just aim it, and that's how they get them to aim it there.
That's me.
No,
there's that bar in East Atlanta that has a little soccer ball on in a net, and you can pee on the soccer ball and it goes in the net.
Oh, is that the Earl that has that? Or
no, it's across the street. It's
Argosy.
No, it's down the street.
Midway?
No.
Midway.
Yeah.
Midway has little soccer balls.
No. Oh well.
They used to. Maybe a long time ago.
They don't have them there because I've been to Midway several times recently and they've not had.
All right, well, maybe not anymore, but they used to. Man, you missed out. We should write a letter, get them, put them back in.
Bring back the soccer balls.
Start a GoFundMe.
Oh, God.
Well, wait. This is actually something I think we can accomplish.
Oh, speaking of GoFundMe, I
$4.
have a GoFundMe story.
You do?
So I do. So there's a kid that does a App State podcast, and he's had me on a couple of times. And he started GoFundMe. He's 19 years old, something like that. Excuse me, sorry. And he wants to go to the Sunbelt Championship game. And so he started a GoFundMe to raise $1,000 to send him to Lafayette.
You really need
And
$1,000 to get there?
to get there is cheap. To get out of there, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
And he keeps on like Twitter messaging me to try to retweet his GoFundMe page, and I'm like, I don't think that anybody that follows us gives a shit about you going to.
This can only hurt us, and it will not help you.
Yeah, so I'm not doing it. Like I felt weird when the first time I did an interview with him. He's talking to me, and like before we go on, he's like, "Just for a heads up, I'm a 18-year-old kid in high school, and this blah blah blah." I'm like, I'm a 40-year-old dude who's an alcoholic. Like this is probably not the conversation I need to be involved with.
But here you are admitting to it.
Pretty much.
Fucking weirdo, David.
Well, I don't know if this actually helps my conversation or not, but he like never aired it. He never posted the podcast.
I don't think that helps.
Ooh, you got rejected.
Wow, that's weird. That's super weird, David.
Now I want to find the GoFundMe, so I'm going to.
App.
I know what it is. I'll find it.
App State Predictions or something like that is his name.
Oh,
App States and Facts or something. I don't know.
Weird.
He's an all right dude.
Donate $1.
Tim.
He was up to he was asking for 1,000 and he was up to 110 last I checked.
He's got 130 right now.
130. So
wait, Tim, how do you know who this is?
He just said
because
it.
Tim has access to our Twitter account, and so
all right.
So. I actually saw some of the messages pop up today. I'm like, why are they messaging him again?
And I just, he messaged me to retweet it, and I just didn't reply. And then he just sent me an emoji like a crying face, and I just didn't reply.
What happens if you donate and he doesn't make it? Does he still get money? Just asking. Like, I'll donate if he gets there, but otherwise, no.
Todd says, release a Snyder cut of the App State podcast.
Does that mean it'll be really fucking terrible?
He sent me like a Dropbox link of his like original edit of the whole thing. I can see if I can find that and post it on there.
It was Snyder cut of it like super long and dramatic with like super dramatic music cut over everything.
Dun, dun, dun.
It wasn't that bad. The audio was bad. Like you could barely hear me. Like you had to like turn it up full blast. I think that was I don't know how
weird.
And I think that's why I didn't post it, is because you couldn't hear me at all in the whole thing.
I think the best unposted podcast was when Thursday night accidentally posted the original.
Oh, you're going behind the scenes.
And then they didn't want to admit they had the wrong one posted, which was double awesome. Because it was definitely the wrong one.
Hey, credit to Thursday night though. They put
They're
a lot more
very
effort.
polished. Yeah,
they put a lot more effort into their stuff than we do. But I just don't have the time or energy to do that shit.
And they back it up with stats. They are Statsville. I gotta give them mad props. They always have the stats.
Well, they are the podcast that I mean, they want to be journalists. They want to be media people. They want to.
They might keep better records than Georgia State.
Shit.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard to keep worse records than Georgia State does.
That's right.
I would like they have these PDFs on Georgia State's website where you can find all kinds of stats and shit. But then there's like an actual like website on there where you can like look all the same kind of stuff up, but they don't match up. And I like when I look stuff up to find about games, like, you know, what our history is. Like football is pretty good because football's only been around for 10 years. But you go back and look at like even like, you know, basketball or even volleyball or shit like that. Like you look at stats and it goes back like 10, 20 years. I'm like, we've been playing all these sports for far longer. Why don't we have record of all this shit? Like, it's got to be out there somewhere. Don't you know there's a bunch of old drunk guys that are talking about this shit that need to have some factual information out there?
My favorite website, Winsipedia, but I wish I had more stats.
I was
More
looking for that
stats.
earlier. Is that the one you gave us earlier?
Yeah, I
Wins,
love Winsipedia is the best website
Winsipedia.
for comparing teams.
Yeah,
Football teams.
I should just favorite that.
Bookmark that shit. It is
Yeah.
solid.
Not there.
You know what's funny? So we're talking. You guys met my tech friend Greg. He thought Southern beat Tech years ago. And I was like, no, you guys won barely, but you won. I think you won on some technicality, ref throwing a flag. I don't remember. He's like, no, we lost. I was like, man, Winsipedia, solid.
No, you lost in your heart, but not on the field.
Yeah.
That's when he left the game. He left the game when he thought they had lost.
Yeah.
And
wow,
it's relevant.
I didn't realize that they got the featured matchup thing is Georgia, Alabama, and Georgia's 25-41 for Alabama. Goodness. That's rough.
25-41. What do you mean 25-41?
25 wins to 41 wins in the series.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
but
so Bama's like almost double digit, almost 100% win on that.
Not 100% win.
100% more. If they were 50, just 9 more wins, then they'd be 100%.
But that's not how you look at it, though. You look at it, that's like saying.
Man, don't tell me how I look at it. I just told you how I look at it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Alabama is a lot better in the series than Georgia.
So I went to our page and got sad again.
Oh, shush.
Don't do
I was
it.
looking for it for us, though, so I could be sad, though. I was
don't do it.
I was trying to.
I'm gonna look up Charlotte next. I feel better.
I meant to say this.
You guys just gonna let me have that?
I meant to say this in the podcast today, but so if we win our bowl game, Coach Elliott has elevated his career to 500 wins, 0.5 percentage.
Oh, really?
So if we win the bowl game, he has won half of his games at Georgia State.
Well, we definitely can't fire him if he did that. How many years did it take him to get there? Jesus fucking Christ.
4 or 5. It's that 2018 year season. That is what fucks him over is his record book. He went 2-10 in the second year after going 6-6 the year before.
So you think winning 6 or 7 games a season is going to get us to a national championship in 2025? I don't think so.
No, but when we hired Dan Mullen.
What?
I don't know.
You're making shit up now.
It was the only name I could think of.
Bobo. We're hiring Bobo. He's available.
Yeah, Bobo could barely. Well, you
Bobo,
said he didn't. You said he was not OC when Auburn played us.
Well, and I don't think so. But I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, listeners. But one of the things that Georgia fans has against him is he would just run it up the middle whenever he was in the red zone. What we wouldn't give for an offensive coordinator who runs it up the middle every fucking play. We would love that. We want that.
This season with Jamias and Tucker.
The Jamiest Jamie there ever was, running it right up the middle with Trucker Greg. Fuck yeah. Yes, Bobo, run it up the middle.
It'll work every time.
Ryan, I'm not sure why, but I feel like when you say run up the middle, it's very sexual. Oh yeah, thanks. Good. Wink. Wink.
Hey now.
Looking at that playbook.
Oh yeah. Run it right up the middle.
I will say, just getting back to Winsipedia real quick, not running up the middle through.
Yeah.
This episode of Last Call brought to you by Winsipedia.
It's kind of cool. So they have a head-to-head thing where you can actually see easily all the teams and our record against them just by clicking on us and then clicking on number of wins. So you can see South Alabama we're 5-4 against, and Southern we're 5-3 against. Really quick. You don't need to go to GeorgiaStateSports.com to figure it out.
We have the 130th all-time record.
Yeah, let's not talk about that part.
There are 130 teams in FBS. We are dead last.
No. Charlotte's below us, aren't they?
No.
They are, but they don't count yet.
Why don't
Oh
they
wait,
count yet?
we're 130 of
Oh
131.
no, they're 129.
Yeah, you have to go to the last page to get Charlotte on there.
Who is 131?
Charlotte, right?
I think
No,
he just
they're
said no.
129. Oh, yeah. Wins all time or winning percentage?
This all-time record.
Oh, they're 131. They have 36 wins all time.
I was told this is Todd. I was told this is not a math show.
We're 49
It's
and
absolutely
92.
a math show.
Holy shit,
David's
y'all.
gonna go back to that concrete wall behind you and do some math right now.
We have not been good.
Hold on, I need to find my chalk. I can start penciling it out. Why would I pencil it out with chalk? That makes no sense.
Sorry, FIU is worse than us. Thank you, FIU.
Thank God.
God for FIU.
Why would you be called Florida International? Florida is not an international; it's a state.
Wait, have you ever said that we have a winning record against Coastal?
We do now.
Yeah, we're 3-2. ULM, we're 4-3. South Alabama, 5-4. We're doing all right, man.
We have a couple. We have some wins under our belt. We're doing something.
No. There's like 5 or 6 teams we have a winning record against that we've played more than once.
Right. We can pull ODU back in there pretty soon.
Aren't we 0-4 against ODU?
We are
7 teams.
0-3. 0-3.
Yeah, so we're not pulling them in anytime soon.
Well, it'll take a couple years.
5-2.
A few years. What's that? What are you doing? Tim, what are you doing?
7 teams we have a winning record. South Alabama,
good,
Georgia
man.
Southern, Louisiana Monroe, Coastal Carolina, Western Kentucky, Charlotte, Campbell, if you want to count that.
You're not
Campbell-
counting all the non-FBS teams?
Campbell is the only team that we have played more than once and have an undefeated record against.
Never playing Campbell again.
Why would
there's
we?
a lot of FCS teams that were 1-0 against.
So this is why
Yeah.
I would be a bad athletic director. If I was the athletic director for Georgia State, I would literally go through the rankings of all the teams that we have losing records against and schedule games against them. And I don't care if you're FCS or FBS. I would want to try to get back to winning records against all these teams. Like I wouldn't want to have a losing record against anybody.
I don't think that's
App State, man. 0-8.
David, I don't think that's bad of you. I think that's good. I think you should want to be a winner all the time against everybody.
Like every FCS school that we've ever have a losing record against, that'd be my first message. Like go out there and schedule them, pay them to
Twice.
come in.
Lambeth.
Oh, fuck you, Tim.
Well, University of Memphis absorbed Lambeth's property, so we already have another game against Memphis scheduled at Center Park Stadium.
We're 0-1 against James Madison.
Jacksonville State.
Yeah,
What?
we were 0. That's why I said the 4. We are 0-4 against teams that are entering the Sun Belt.
Oof. What's Old Dominion? What are we?
0-3.
Yeah.
0-3, but we've never played Marshall and we've never played Southern Miss.
Right. Yeah, man. Oof. That's not good. But I think we can get back with ODU. They had a good run with Heineke.
They did.
And
Heineken.
we'll get back there. I'm not too worried about it.
That's why the ESPN Bowl God should put us with them. The bowl game.
Well, I mean, I'm not
like
worried about
that.
that. Like when it comes to the expansion, the East Side got everything, and West got Southern Miss and Troy. Like that's
What do you
the
mean
only.
got Troy. They had Troy, didn't they?
No, as far as
They're moving over.
they're moving over to the West.
Oh, is that official or you just
I mean,
made shit up?
that's how geography works.
Yeah, well, but that's not always how politics works. You're just making shit up. Got it.
True.
No, it's. I mean, I think it's Sun Belt. Come on, dude.
People
It's
make
like-
stupid. I know. Sun Belt. People they're headquartered in New Orleans.
It's not like
They're
this like the
dumb.
storied SEC conference where Missouri somehow ends up in the East.
They're
and-
headquartered in New Orleans. You're giving them too much credit, man.
Well, they're headquartered in New Orleans because of Carl Benson, not because of Keith Gill.
I don't care.
Okay, whatever. Anyhow, Troy's gonna be in
TPL
the
didn't move
West.
him out day one. That should have been day one priority. Get the fuck
All right,
out.
so what are you saying, that Troy's gonna be in the East and what, like,
I'm saying we don't know
Marshall's
what they're
gonna be in the
gonna
West?
do.
No, it's pretty fucking obvious. Now you're just
Okay,
being stupid.
all right, cool. That's fine.
Aggression.
We made
God,
it
FIU
weird,
has
David.
more wins than us. Fuck that. All right.
Who does?
Who?
FIU.
How long have they had football?
I don't know. A while. They have 80 wins all time.
Like what, 40 something?
I don't know if this website tells you how many. Does it tell you how many seasons they've had? They've been out there a while. How about that?
Yeah.
At least since 2002.
Oh yeah, they've been out there for a lot fucking long. They should have more wins than us.
5 bowl games too. Not too shabby.
Well, they've been playing for that long and have 5 bowl games. We're going to our fifth.
Yeah.
That's one of those kind of stats where I'm like,
Crazy
as
stat.
as bad of a program as we have been, we've gone to a lot of bowl games.
We have.
Oh,
I saw,
Todd dropping some heat here.
What did he say?
Old Dominion is the only team with 0 NFL draft
Ooh.
picks.
Oof. Yikes.
To be fair, they started football like the year after us, but they
had some wild success though. I mean,
It was very similar. If it wasn't the same year, I remember South Alabama started like the same year, but then they took the longer road and didn't get like official.
South Alabama had like that free year where they kind of like cheated and said they were going to be
Well, they just
FBS.
did an exhibition thing.
Yeah, they were kind of technically a transitional year ahead of us. At the same time,
they started
yeah.
the Old Dominion Monarchs.
I
What a
think
weird name.
South Alabama started
Snooty
better than us,
bitches.
though. That was a better choice, and I think we would have benefited from doing that same thing, but we didn't, and it's fine, and we're better now. There's a
zillion conversations to be had about how we like if you were to write a dissertation on how to not start a football team, you would base it off of Georgia State.
Yeah. So to counter Todd though, John is mentioning that ODU does have a starting quarterback in the NFL. I guess he wasn't drafted. Is it Heineke? Is it the same guy? Is that who we're talking about?
Yeah, it's Heineke. Well, my high school had a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. Who?
That's impressive.
Charlie Whitehurst of the Seattle Seahawks.
Talking about that guy. I don't know who that is.
He wasn't that impressive.
He sounds familiar. We had
he was there.
He took over after Hasselbeck. We had Sean Bailey. I feel like he went to Georgia as a wide receiver.
Sean Bailey sounds like a kicker's name.
He was a prick.
That'd be a good kicker name.
Okay.
All right.
Todd says that this is true. I don't know what he's saying. This is true too.
And there's having a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Oh, okay. There's like a 10-second delay between what we say and what we see on comments. So
that's true. Todd looks drunk in his picture. He looks like he's had a very good night.
Wow, that was
took
fast.
A picture of him.
True.
And he's drunk.
It kind of looks like a frat night, drunk night.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like he got toasty and his boy took a picture and there it is.
And then that was on his MySpace profile.
Hey, do we want to talk about our marching band at all? No.
Oh yeah, that's a good conversation.
Boy.
That came up. No. Tim, kudos to you. I fucking say yes because whoever that was on the Panther Pride,
Mickey Mac.
All right, bring it up, Tim. You started. Let's go.
Well, Mickey Mac made a post on what was it, Panther Pride?
The Panther Pride Facebook group. Yeah.
That our marching band is out of touch and is boring. Right? Basically, synopsis. I mean,
yeah.
Out of touch. Yeah.
Out of date. Not up to snuff. Whatever.
And boring. Yeah.
I'm boring.
All right,
I
Tim,
said
what
our marching band is the best thing we've had on the field all along.
And they have a lot
Yeah,
of accolades to back that up. I mean, they were in the Macy's
Macy's,
Thanksgiving
right.
Day Parade. They've been invited to the Rose Bowl. They,
Presidential
we'll be there.
inauguration.
yeah, they got stuff. They're pretty good.
And Tim, I said the exact same thing. Consistently, the best product that Georgia State has put on a football field has been the marching band.
Well, through all of the conversation, the only very specific thing that got pointed out was maybe we shouldn't be playing Sweet Caroline, which, as a
It's not
white
bad.
dude, I disagree. Sweet Caroline is a hit, and I always want to bump, bump, bump. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Bah, bah, bah.
That's right. I mean, that's the jam, right? I mean,
It has no connection, but whenever I hear Sweet Caroline, I think of the Carolinas, so I'm okay with getting rid of it. But I get it.
I just
like,
think of
you
Penn
can't
State.
get
I don't know.
Neil Diamond. Like, you can't just be like, no.
And wasn't he like talking about like an underage girl the entire time?
Neil Diamond.
Touching me, touching you. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Sweet Caroline was supposed to be like somebody's like daughter who would have been like
don't ruin this
14
for
or
me, David.
15 at the time.
Don't ruin this for me, David.
No, it came out a few years ago where he was talking about how it was about so and so's daughter, but at the time of the release of the song, she would have been like 14 or 15 or 16 or something.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's weird.
Don't look it up. Don't look up underage songs.
No.
Either way, I'm like, if that's like all you got, like there's so much more. And then and a couple of other complaints were like not switching it up throughout the season, and somebody else came in and was just like, no, that happened. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the comment that I liked was like, because he was Mickey. I don't know. Is Mickey
He or
Mac?
she? We don't know.
I don't know. Sorry.
I would throw out they.
Sure. They.
No, they is plural, and that's
David will not say.
David, all right, let's not.
That is improper grammar. However, Mickey Mac was saying that it was like not in like the people that were endorsing this or okay with it were not connected with modern stuff. But either way, the people that are commenting are the only people that are going to games.
True. So that was the thing. Is like the argument was being made that we need to cater to people who aren't present and we need to not cater to the people who are there. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. The people who are people are not showing up for the band regardless. Like, people don't go to Georgia games to see the band, even though the Redcoat band is wonderful. Georgia State's band is wonderful. People don't show up to see Georgia State's band. That's not what they're coming to a football game for. So it's pretty silly to be like, it's their fault people aren't showing up. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
And it makes sense that they would play music for the people who do show up.
And I give credit to I think that every marching band member is just as much of a representative of Georgia State as every single athlete is. They give up so much of their time to do what they do. They practice, they rehearse,
right?
And then they
are the student section. I mean,
the other 52,000 students at Georgia State just go to school,
right?
But you have all the athletes and the band members, and the cheer squad and the dance squad and all these people that give this extra effort to go there. I'm never going to diminish what they do. They do a fantastic job,
and they're so fired up. They care so much about the program, and you don't get to see it at football games. But when you go to a basketball game and you see the pep band and the way that they cheer, know that they fucking love this program and their heart is in it. It's not just some like scholarship deal for them or anything. They care.
I love that they taunt the other team. I think that's my favorite part of the basketball pep band. They're in it.
Oh yeah, I mean the band is just as much. So
maybe
Ryan,
the band should give out free pizza.
So Ryan. So Ryan, when you were saying the band is not reason enough to go to the football game, I'm not saying the band is a reason to go to the basketball game, but that basketball game is not nearly as good without the band being there. It definitely ups it. So John Weaver says, if there was something the band could do different that would make students show up, hell yeah, let's do it. Not sure if that something exists though. I agree.
That's basically where I'm
Actually,
at.
you know
Like,
what?
I do not feel like the band can draw people to a football game. That's simply
Todd
not a thing that exists.
Todd nailed it. Let's just
Unless you
expand the
expand
band to 10,000
Attendance bump. Look at it.
So and so here's what reading between lines I've got is that you do have like HBCUs and their bands do have like they're very hyped and they do draw people in.
I watched Drumline. It's a fantastic movie.
I mean, we saw North Carolina Central came to our house back in the day, man, and they were fucking fire, man. That was amazing to sit there and watch. And they do draw in people, I guess, but people do still come see the football game. So I don't know if the ask is that we put on a
Change
program
styles,
like an
right.
HBCU, or that's sort of what I was reading, is that that's what we need to be doing.
I'd be okay with that. I mean,
I'd be
obviously,
okay with that.
I think our band is fantastic as is, but if they wanted to take it up a notch and make it that big, energetic, electric kind of whatever, yeah, I'm still into it.
Right.
I will also be really inebriated during halftime and probably miss
So it really won't
quality
matter
of the
either
show.
way. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think they could mix it up maybe and do like a mixture. I mean, I'm from marching band, so we were traditional. We weren't high step. We weren't park and blow. We didn't do any of that shit. So
I don't.
Wait. Park and blow?
I was gonna let it go.
Wait,
that's what it's called.
Is this a truck stop thing?
You could go that way with it too, but I don't know. I mean, I think just going back to what they've played in the season and in the last few games, they might be focused on the Rose Bowl a little bit, just a little bit. Like
okay, I'm fine with that.
They got this big thing they got to do. I don't know if they're 100% focused on the football game or music selection during it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the music they're playing is the same music they're going to play at the Rose Bowl parade. Right?
So, and part of the problem that we had explained back in the day on Panther Talk, I don't know if he still posts, but there was a dedicated band member who would post all kinds of great facts.
He's still there.
And part of the information that would get conveyed was that it's really expensive to license the music, and that there are packages that are out there. And so that's why you'll see a lot of bands in college football playing a lot of the same music, is because they're buying the package from the same people, and that's what they're doing. And if you go outside of that, you're paying like huge bucks to license whatever the song is that you're looking for. And so, I don't know if this is a for or against or anything like that, but there's a reason we're playing the music that we're playing, and they're saving some money. And maybe that money is just better spent elsewhere. I don't know.
Rose Bowl. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what the Rose Bowl costs. I don't know what that looks like.
Probably pretty fucking expensive.
I can't imagine. It was sending nearly 200 or more kids across the entire country to go hotel and flight and expenses. That's not cheap. That's not cheap at all. But I love the exposure. I love that. I mean, I made sure when I was driving up to Memphis for Thanksgiving, we played in the Macy's Day Parade. Like, I told my grandparents, I was like, I drove up here to spend Thanksgiving with you, but I'm gonna need to watch the Macy's Day Parade so I can see my college band perform.
And watch the girl fall.
And watch the girl fall.
That's my favorite.
We all thought it, Tim.
I know, but we gotta say it.
All right, we need to get her on the show
every Thanksgiving
with the cheerleader,
and the cheerleader got kicked out of,
and Heater.
Yeah,
and Heater,
all the same show. I mean, every Thanksgiving I watch that clip.
That's horrible.
So we should have Heater on and just like let him talk for like 10 minutes about whatever, and then just mute him and just start talking shit. Like just mute him and don't let him on mute until he just quits.
No, we interview him like offline and then just replay the video and like talk over him like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yes, I'm down. All right, I'm cool with that too.
We're good with ideas. The execution is the hard part.
We are
the hard part.
45 minutes into last call, and I
last call's almost rivaling.
Yeah, I
think
think
podcast.
No, the podcast went well over 50, but yeah, we'll go ahead and kill last call. This is a good time. I drank a lot of vodka before we started tonight, so thanks everybody for listening. We're gonna Ryan and Tim and I are gonna fucking talk some more after this, but no one's invited unless you want to pay
Shit,
1,000.
alright.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck you
Unless
guys.
you want to pay $1,000 to our Patreon page.
Or we take 100 or $5. $5, you're in.
Literally buy me a hot dog at a basketball game. I'll let you in. So
Todd,
it's $1.
John, message us.
Kidding. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll talk to you next week after we've figured out our bowl selection and figured out what this basketball team's doing and whatever the hell else we're going to talk about. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Appreciate it. Listen, say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.